Okay, so before we ended, I think some other points came in where we said planning enhances collaboration and coordination. Right. Okay. So my gentlemen, please let's look at the challenges. The challenges with challenges of planning. What are some of the obstacles to planning? I'm sure you are planning to go to the university. What are some of the challenges you might face in planning this or setting this goal of going to maybe Legon or UCC? Or you want to plan a birthday party for your mom or your dad. What are some of the challenges you would face? Gentlemen, please, I'm on you. Abubakar, Augustine. I'm sure you've all made a plan in one way or the other. Yeah, Prof. Paddy. Yeah, Augustine, take the floor.
So please, lack of experience in planning.
Okay. So lack of experience in planning is one of the challenges, and that is very true. So lack of planning skills or expertise or knowledge. Okay, let me put that point down. So lack of expertise, knowledge, or experience in planning. It is one of the obstacles or challenges you might face in the planning process. If you don't have the skill, the example I made, if you have to plan a birthday party and you have never planned such an event before, you will definitely have challenges, right? If you don't have the skill of planning weddings, etc. Right now, if I ask one of you to plan a wedding for me, it's going to be a little, in fact, not a little, it's going to be difficult because you don't have the knowledge, the expertise, the skill of planning such an event. Okay. Unless maybe some of you are already into such ventures, then you can comfortably do it, right? Okay, the next point from the next gentleman who is going to do that for us. Paddy Abubakar. I'm waiting.
Answer.
Yes.
Oh. So please, one challenge of planning is uncertainty.
Okay, so uncertainty. So I think that by that you mean occurrence of unforeseen circumstances, right?
Answer.
Yeah. Occurrence of unforeseen circumstances. So for example, you might be planning a birthday party and then all of a sudden there are heavy rains. Okay. That is going to make your plan go down the drain. So because of that occurrence of an unexpected event, your plan would fail. So it's a challenge when it comes to uncertainties or unforeseen circumstances occurring. Okay. The next point, I think the last gentleman will be Abubakar. Prof. Abubakar, the last point for you and me.
So please, I just spoke.
Oh, okay, sorry. So it's Paddy. Yeah, so
limited resources.
Limited
Resources.
Yeah, that is true.
Resources.
Yes. If the resources to plan is not available. Okay, so yeah. So limited inadequate resources. So yes, if a business is planning and they lack the resources, the needed resources. For example, you want to increase your profit, but then you don't have enough, raw materials, even employees to produce more. Then how can you sell more to increase the profit margin? So when resources are limited, it's a challenge to plan. Okay. What else? I think my gentlemen are only 3. So, but if you can add more points, I'll be more grateful. Yes, Augustine.
Sir, please, lack of accurate information about the planning.
Okay. So you noted that one of the steps in planning is to gather data, right? So if you don't get accurate data or information, like you put it, it's going to affect your planning, right? So that is true. So inaccurate information. Would you add the last point, the 5th point? Then maybe we can make progress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe connection breakdown. So like the network.
Connection breakdown. Is that a point, or you are letting me that my network is breaking?
Yeah, no. So like poor connection among team members.
Okay, so poor coordination. Yes, coordination and collaboration. Okay. That is a point. If you don't collaborate or coordinate well, the planning will also fail. Okay, that is true. So let me indicate that. Poor coordination and collaboration between various departments of the business. It's a challenge to plan. Okay. So thank you very much, my gentlemen, for such awesome responses. So, well, professors, I think this will bring us to shutting down the curtains on the first function of management, which is planning. And quickly, I want to alert you that we have defined planning. We have stated or outlined the tools in planning, which included forecasting, budgeting, scheduling, the Gantt chart, and the decision trees, right? Today, we saw the steps in planning, as well as the benefits and challenges of planning. We have a case to look at in the manual, so I'm going to project that. We all read through and see how best we can deal with it. So I think the manual is I put this on the group page. So for those of us who can have access to it, or all of us should download it and have access to it. Okay, so professors, this is an activity in the manual. I think we can all see it. Would one of us read it for us? Prof. Portia, this one there. I won't wait for you to put up your hand. Augustine, do you have a question?
Sir, please no.
Okay. So Portia, please read the case or the activity we have on the screen.
Okay, say reflect on the steps involved in planning your weekly activities. Think about what tasks need to be done, when they should be completed, and how you can organize them. Use a flow chart to illustrate your plan. Instructions 1. Reflect on the steps you take when planning your weekly activities, such as studying, chores, or hobbies, and note your points down in your notebook. 2. Using the points. Create a simple flow chart showing the steps of your weekly planning process. Think of each activity as a stage in the planning. 3. Present your flow chart to the class and explain the planning process. Say please, I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much. So professors, this is an activity we have to go through, right? Now, because this is a new curriculum, you can expect anything in your exams, right? So that's why I take you through some of the activities for you to appreciate some of these things, right? So can we all do this plan, or can we do this by, so there are specific instructions for you. You look at your weekly activities, and I'm sure you have a lot of activities you do within the week, right? But what it is expecting you to do is to reflect on the steps involved in planning your weekly activities. So if you are going to church, you are sleeping, you are eating, playing soccer, watching movie, all these are activities you do in the week. But I'm sure you don't just wake up and you start doing them. You plan. So maybe if today is Monday and tomorrow is Tuesday, Monday you start to think about the things you will do on Tuesday. You try to arrange and organize them, right? So that is what this activity is asking you to do. The various steps you go through to plan your weekly activities. And again, it is asking you to use a flow chart to illustrate your plan. So you do it in a form of a chart. So maybe if it is going to church, sleeping, whatever, okay, what steps did you go through to outline these tasks? And how do you intend to do them? Are you going to sleep before you go to church, or you go to church and come and sleep? So these are things that they are asking you to do on that flow chart. Okay. So are my professors willing and able to do this activity?
Sure, say.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do today. Yes, Josephine has a hand up. Josephine.
Sir, please, how are we going to do the flow chart?
So, Prof. Josephine, first of all, you need to tell us the activities you do on weekly basis, right? And I'm sure you put one first, second, third in that order. So that is the flow they are talking about, okay?
Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay, so my dear professors, I think today, you can see my small girl is greeting all of you, says that you have taken daddy. She needs daddy. So, professors, unfortunately, I would have to attend to her. So please, let's do this activity and see how it goes, please submit your responses to your private pages, okay, for me to check and review. So hopefully next week when we meet, we'll do the analysis of your flow charts, and then we'll pick organizing as the next function of management. Okay, Portia, you have an issue, go ahead.
Yes, and you can also check my status.
Okay, well noted, I'll do that. Okay, professors, thank you very much for today's class, and I'll see you when I see you.
Okay.
Okay.